Look, we'll take stock of the Irish lads coming back. They're finding the balance over the next 10 weeks, but most importantly, getting a win against Zebre at home. Now it's 4 points on offer at home, and 4 points that we've got to work hard for. And if there's a bonus available, we'll go for that as well. But most important, it's a new rugby game, start of a new block. We haven't been together as a team for quite a bit of time now, and second in our conference in the Pro 14, and we've got to keep up to Glasgow, and exciting times ahead. I think the important thing is to look at the performance consistently. I think we did such a lot of good stuff to put us into those positions to get those point scoring opportunities, but to literally lose the ball there with placing it, and then the team ruling that was obstruction, and a few times under the wet conditions losing in a yard out, that's definitely frustrating. But you get what you deserve, and I thought the Scarlets did also really well, and I thought that break from Lee Halfpenny was kind of the difference in the game, and we have to take the positives out of it and build into this next block. And you work so hard to put yourself in a position to be in both competitions come the last block of the season, and we are in with a shout in both competitions, and a lot of hard work ahead. And we've been working now for almost 9 months on all of our skills and improving from last season. This is the games now to make it count. Yeah, look, we as a squad sat down and looked at all the possibilities over the next 10 weeks, but I think the most important thing is to start with today. Now we've learned in rugby, if you look beyond today, you might get caught with your pants down. So this weekend is the most important, and then we'll move on. Obviously, we're very well aware that everybody in our conference have got 4 games left. We've got 3 at home, and Glasgow has got 3 at home, and then you've got Connacht and Cardiff, and they play each other still. So we know what we need to do in order to stay with Glasgow. And they've got a big game against Leinster at the RDS, and we've got a big away game against Treviso in a few weeks' time. So it's all going to come down maybe to the last game. And like I said, you work so hard to get yourself into these positions, so now it's about execution and enjoying the challenge. Yeah, it's great. I mean, I think that's what you want from a top quality competition is to play in games that matter. And you've just got to look at Zebre's performance against Leinster. They had a line out on Leinster's goal line, scored 28-24 with 10 minutes to go. Treviso's playing exceptional rugby, beating almost everybody that's coming into Italy, second in their conference. And then on our side, I think obviously Glasgow has been terrific all year. You've got Cardiff that comeback against Edinburgh was pretty special, and Connacht, the way that they put Ospreys away. So so much to play for. If you look at our 4 games in the Pro 14 coming up, you've got Zebre, you've got Cardiff in Cork on a fast pitch, then you're going to Treviso on a Friday night, and then coming back against Connacht at home. So a lot of excitement.
Yeah, the mood is good. Obviously, we're a little bit disappointed not to finish the last block of games on a win, and we let Glasgow jump ahead of us, which was a bit of a disappointment for us. But overall, we had a bit of a break, and then we came back last week and put in a really good week's training and good preparation for Zebre, and trying to build into a good performance leading into this, like you said, an important block of games. Certain guys will definitely want to put their hand up. There's been a good block of 3 weeks there for us to try and do that, and this is another opportunity for the European quarter-final. That is a massive thing going forward, but we're under no illusions. We're not going to step ahead and start thinking about next week before this week is finished, because this week is all that matters. How long is now? Now is forever. So you got to live in the now, and you got to be important to focus on this weekend. Yeah, the last thing you want to do, it's like that. It's like losing a final in the last game of the year. You never want to do that. You don't want your last game before a break to be a loss. It makes that kind of. You're going away and you're thinking a lot more than you probably would if you had a win. So that was definitely disappointing. But like you said, it was a blip. We were on a good vein of form. It was very, very tough conditions that night, and we just probably didn't take our opportunities when they were there. But yeah, look, like we said, we had a good week's training last week. Reviewed the Scarlets game, and yeah, we're ready to go now for Zebre and looking forward to putting in a good performance. And like you said, there's a good few of them at home now. Treviso, when we go away there, that'll be a tough game as well. They're in really good vein of form. Like I said, we'll look at this week first to try and get a victory here and make sure that we stay in that fight, because no matter who you're playing, all points are the same. So we'll try and get a victory this weekend and stay in that fight and keep the pressure on Glasgow as much as possible. No, I suppose it doesn't. Like you take it game by game, and we know our goals from the start of the season and where we want to be. We want to be in them semi-final, final spots. Like there's no point being here if you don't want to be in the positions. So we want to be there, but like you can't look too far ahead. You got to perform this weekend, and we got to put in a performance and put in the stuff that we're working on in training this weekend, which will breed into the following week, It's just trying to get better and improve every week, and hopefully by the time the finals come around or quarter-finals that you're ready to go and you're hopping off the ground and things you've put in place are starting to come true. But every week is as important as the next one. Yeah.
We've just had a 10-day break. So boys did different things. A lot of the boys shot away and got a bit of sun, or a few of us stayed behind, got some work done, and got over our little niggles and stuff. So yeah, no, it's good. We had a 3-day block last week, a bit of fun, a bit of fitness. Got flogged a little bit, as you do, so that'll probably be the last opportunity we got to kind of push the fitness before the run-in for the end of the year. So but it's camp's in a good space. So they're a side that can turn up and really put it to you if you're not gonna respect them, and so so we're gonna do everything we do with no other team, and we're gonna front up hopefully, and to be back home, back in Thomond Park, it's kind of pretty exciting. So we're going to treat it with as much respect with any other team. And yes, the boys that are coming back from camp, a lot of them might have an eye on Edinburgh and stuff, but for this group, it's kind of your last chance to put your hand up to get into that group. So I'd say there'll be a lot of boys who are quite hungry out on there on Saturday. Well, that's where we want to be. Johann put it today. We've that last game against Scarlets kind of took it out of our hands a little bit, so now we have to depend on what Glasgow do and how they front, but all we can do is keep ticking points over and keep getting them where we can. We just have to keep doing that, and kind of 1 week at a time from now on. I know it's the old cliche, but it's soon enough going to be knockout rugby, so why not treat every game like a knockout?